everyone, and welcome to the Vintage Needle Crafter. Today I have a little bit of fun for you today, and I'm going to be showing you my current works in progress and a couple of finished objects. How is everyone doing today? We're having another warm few days. We had a little bit of a cool down here. But it's going to get hot again, going to be in the 90s, which is good for the garden, good for the plants. Well, I just want to welcome all of you that are new here, and I want to thank each and every one of you for returning again. And I hope you stick around because we're going to have some fun. Okay, well, first up, the first finished object I have to show you is my Road Trip Tank by K Crochets. I finally have it out of the wash again. It's very comfortable. It was a quick to crochet up. She has the pattern on Ravelry. You can find it. Road Trip Tank. Across the middle here, I added this in. This was not in the pattern. I just thought it would be cooler in the midsection. So I add a little bit of lace detail in there. This is done in the lemon peel stitch. It's very comfortable. I just used a cotton acrylic yarn for this. So you can find her. Here's a picture of the tank here. Road Trip Tank by K Crochets. That's my first finished object. My second one is, and I must say, I've really been, this has been the summer that I've really been cranking out the summer tops and things like that. Last fall and winter, I was really making a lot of cardigans. Well, this year I'm making a lot of summer things. This next finished object is by Cinnamon Stitches, and I will show you what that looks like. I'm going to try it on for you. Hey, here it is. This is the Autumn Sunrise Sweater by Cinnamon Stitches. Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches has a YouTube channel where she does a lot of patterns and things, and her patterns are free. To make this beautiful sweater that is in the granny stitch, all you need to do is go over to Cinnamon Stitches YouTube channel, Autumn Sunrise Sweater. I really enjoyed this one. This is very quick to crochet up. And when I made it, I used Caron cotton cakes in the color Meadow was what I used for this. But it was very wonderful to make up, to work up. It's also in a granny stitch, which is nice. I think there's a lot of granny stitching going on lately. It's becoming very popular again. And I'm very happy about that. So I am declaring this summer and this year as the year of the granny stitch. And speaking of, behind me, I have a couple of things that I made. This is the oldest piece I own. This is starting to fray in places a little bit. It needs some repair. But this is just a throw blanket that I made back in 1998, I do believe, was the year. 98 or 97, not exactly sure. It's when I got back into crochet again. And over here on my left is a blanket that I started. It's just giant granny squares. I don't know if I showed you this or not before. I might have shown it to you before. But there's that. I like putting it out even though it's not finished. It adds a pop of color in here. Okay, I noticed you're looking over here, or if you haven't noticed yet, what's in the bag. Well, we're going to get to that in just a moment. But I'll give you a little hint. It's from Aberdeens Wool Company, and it is really, really nice. Okay. Moving on to my works in progress. This is the last summer top that I'm working on, but what I'm making is the sole top by Rose. This is another pattern on Ravelry. And I'm just, it goes around in a circle. Let's see, whoops. I can show you here. Just knitting stockinette stitch in the round, wanting to curl up. It'll have to be blocked later. But here's a picture of that. That's what that'll look like when it's all finished, and I like the style of it. So I'm trying my best to squeeze out one more tank top before summer is over. We have a little bit of summer left, and I'm working fast on it. This is just 2 days progress, and I'm using number 8 needles. I'm being a little brave and a little bold. I did do the swatching for this, and it called for number 7 needles, which my gauge was very close. But I decided to go up a needle size to make it a little bit looser fit. We'll see how that works out. But there's that, and the yarn for this, I'm holding double. The pattern calls for a sport weight and lace weight held double. So this is what I have. This yarn here, this is the last of its kind. This is from Webb's, and they came out with this about 7 years ago, so it's pretty old yarn. It's called Whisper Lace by Webb's company. And this was one of the skeins that I got in that Mary Maxim unboxing, the Euro Baby. Had 2 of those, so I see it's getting quite used up, but I'm not worried about it because I have more yarn in my stash that's very close to that, in the same color. Very close to the same color. And I'm just using one of my ChowGoo circular needles. I prefer those over anything else. In fact, that's all I use now. And I've been collecting them. I started out knitting with just straight needles for the longest time, and that was pretty slow for me. And then I found circular knitting needles that were wooden with the plastic. Oh, I have to tell you, if you see those on Amazon, I know that they're cheap and it's a whole set, but please do yourself a favor and just pass them by, because what happens with those over a few years is that the rubber or the plastic, whatever that's made out of, it will start to break down. And when you're working in the round, your yarn will stick, and you'll have to just pull and pull to get that yarn through. And I have broken 4 of those needles by trying to just get the yarn to move. These are so much better. These are such high quality. I know they're pricey, but what I've been doing is just buying a needle every other month or so. And what I did, I don't have a circular needle case. So what I did was I just took a shower curtain ring and I just placed that on there to hold them together. Yeah, and this one here, number 5, 9-inch circular. Be careful on Amazon. I had ordered a number 5 40-inch circular, and they sent me the number 5 9-inch. But I decided to keep it anyway. They were nice about it. They asked me if I wanted a refund, and I said no. I'll probably use it sometime or another for doing hats or mittens. So there's that. Yeah, and I have quite a few. I have all the way up to a 10. I like to get the bigger sizes because I have some of that bulky yarn that I want to use. But that's how I have those put together. That way I don't lose them. It's just until I find a nice circular needle case. Okay, now let's see. I do have another work in progress, and it's over here. I've showed you this before, but I'm coming along a little bit more on this. This is the Wavy Skirt by Katarina Designs. I've got it just about down to my knees now. It's working up quite nicely. What I will do is do a little bit more on this band, and then you fold the band over down like this. You put elastic in there. She says when you're sewing in the elastic, be sure that you tighten it up because the weight of the skirt is going to pull down on you, and you certainly don't want one of these to happen. Uh-oh. Little joke there. Yes, you certainly wouldn't want it pulling down, so that's coming along quite nicely, and I'm just using up what leftover acrylic. I don't mind. It's a skirt, so acrylic doesn't matter to me for that. Yeah, but you can find, oh, here's a picture of that, by the way. That is the skirt when it's all complete. I tried choosing similar colors to what she had in her design. But she has a YouTube channel. You can find her on YouTube by Katarina Designs, and she also has a free tutorial. I like doing things for free. Not always. I do buy patterns now and again, but a lot of times I like either making my own thing or watching YouTube and following tutorials. And she has that free tutorial. And also, if you go to Katarina Designs on YouTube, you can find the free written pattern if you click the link in her description box. Okay, now for the fun. I got this in the mail. This was my little happy mail, my second yarn that I got. And this, I said, was from Aberdeens Wool Company. They are a Canadian-based company. And yes, they will ship to the U.S. I do believe it was only $9 for shipping. Or was it $11? I'm not sure. It was $17 for the yarn, and then it was another $9 shipping. So $26 altogether. But anyway, this was much, much different from Mary Maxim. This is more of the high-end spectrum of yarn, and I will show you why. What do we have in here? Well, we have two of these. This is called Tangled Poets. Tangled Poets you can find on Instagram. Also, you can follow Aberdeens Wool Company on Instagram as well. But I have two of these in here. Yes, I already opened the bag. There is no way I was going to wait for so long. But you won't be seeing this video for about a week later, so. Anyway, stop my rambling. This is Tangled Poets in the Dye Lot Mud Puddle. And I'm trying to see if you can get a close-up of this. It will focus. Isn't that ever so pretty? And I love browns. Browns are my favorite shade. I like those earthy colors. So we have that. And this is if I could read to you the yardage, 210 yards is on here. And it is a 70% superwash merino and 30% nylon. So good for wearables. Next in here, we have some Rowan yarn. Rowan's very nice for making hats, mitts, things like that, sweaters. But they gave me one, and that's because of the patterns that's in here. Yes, I will get to that in just a moment. But this also is a superwash merino wool, pure wool, superwash, and it's worsted weight. And the yardage is, I think it was 154. I do believe it says. It's hard to see. The light is dimming in here. It got cloudy again. Okay, and I absolutely loved this. Look at this sock yarn. This is Painted Sock. And it is a superwash merino, 75% merino wool, 25% polyamide. There's no nylon in this. So what I will do when I knit my toe up 2 at a time socks is I will be adding some nylon thread into the toes and the heel section. Yes, if you go to Amazon and you look up nylon thread, you will find it's around $6, or it used to be around $6. I don't think it's gone up. And you can get 2,000 yards of it in any color, and you just hold it along with your sock yarn. That way you're getting the nylon that you need in there, because without nylon, your socks will wear holes quickly, as I discovered some time ago. Excuse me, getting a little dry. But anyway, I thought this was perfect. I thought, oh, 2 little cakes, perfect for toe up 2 at a time socks. So definitely going to be casting that on sometime soon. Now, the patterns in here are so wonderful. They're far better than the Mary Maxim surprise box, because I don't know if you can see all the yarn here. There may only be just this smaller amount of yarn, but however, it's much better quality yarn. It's all wool. There's no acrylic or anything like that in here, which I don't mind working with acrylic. It's just that a lot of times the budget does not allow for as many things as I make for everything to be wool. With that being said, this was the first pattern in there. It's the barley hat. Or wait a minute. Yes, it's the barley. It's called Barley by Tin Can Knits, and it even has a little note up there that says use the Rowan worsted. But you know, this off-white creamy color is really not my color, see? But I have something I'm going to do. I have in my stash, back in my room, some of the, it's lace weight. It's not whisper lace, it's willow stream. And I have it in a honeycomb color that's got different shades of browns in it. And I'm going to hold that double with that yarn. And I think it's going to be really, really pretty. But anyway, this is an interesting hat because it's stockinette stitch on one half. The hat is the plain knit stitch, and the other half is the, what do they call it? The seed stitch? Let's see. I think so, yes. 1/2 knit, 1/2 seed stitch. But that was nice. Very nice pattern. This next pattern is for the Tangled Poets. And I'm really wanting to put this together, not held double, of course, but putting in some color work because I have some merino silk hand spun yarn that I'm going to be adding into this in the pattern. It's not going to be held double. It's just going to be somewhere in the pattern, like maybe the stripes. But anyway, this is called the Age of Brass and Steam kerchief. And when I first saw it, I thought, oh, that's a small, nice little kerchief. No, it is 53 inches by 15 inches. So it's big enough that you could wrap it around your shoulders, or you could wear it around your neck, over your head if it's cold. That's going to be coming, and I'm going to be doing that one as well. So they gave enough yarn here to make this. That's what I've noticed with Aberdeens. They're actually giving you the same yarn as the pattern is calling for, which is very nice. With Mary Maxim, they do give you patterns, but the yarn really doesn't match the patterns. Okay, the last pattern I have in here is called the Owl and Snail. Nice sock pattern. I like the style of that. It looks like little bricks. I don't know if you could see that. It looks like little bricks there, doesn't it? And perfect because I have 2 cakes for 2 at a time. And yes, I'm going to be casting these on from the toe up, 2 at a time. I just have to work the pattern backwards, but don't worry, I'll figure it out somehow. I've done it before, so I can do it again. Okay, I thought that was very nice. And I think that's all I had to share with you today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of summer. I'm going to try to finish this one last tank top, and then it's on to those fall and winter projects. But have a wonderful day. Be happy, be blessed. Have fun crafting and all the things. And I'll see you again another time. Bye.